Sound like Santa Claus. Santa Claus. Yay! Well, in Nigeria, I mean, a country that's rich, the blessed with culture and diversity. I mean, there's a growing concern about the attitudes, the habits, the values, the integrity, the accountability, transparency of our citizens. Yeah. So these traits, they seem to be affecting the way Nigerians interact with each other, conduct business, and even govern ourselves. I mean, from corruption to bribery to lack of accountability to lack of transparency, all of these issues seem to be pervasive. And,
if I want to borrow the words of my brothers from the southwest,
right?
Plenty
die.
like the one I experienced this morning.
My goodness.
I was even feeling for the guy.
Child.
Because if we want us to keep dissecting this
if we want to dissect
we
it,
will not leave this studio.
Honestly, we won't.
2 hours.
Honestly.
We will not leave because we will touch every area. And now you started the intro. I was looking at it. Started with the intro. I was like, okay, I think I'm beginning to make sense. What you're saying, because I kept looking at it. Now I don't know if it's the breakfast that's causing that. But
right.
When you just talked about it,
yeah,
I just remember what happened this morning. Like I said, maybe you ask me what happened, but I'll just allow you to just flow with it.
Right. No, you should tell us what happened. Maybe just summarize it.
I was coming to work this morning.
Yeah.
And I was already getting pissed with the guy driving because as if he was not going anywhere. Seriously, as if he was not going anywhere.
Right.
First of all, he picked us up and drove into the filling station. And I was like, and that's me thinking aloud, come on a morning like this, you should have done this
before setting out to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but I just kept, I was like, okay, God, you know best. I don't want to get too agitated now. And they kept moving and we got to Apo Bridge. This guy wants to drop passengers. When you saw the Agbero from nowhere coming out, as if they're coming to if you even see the way they even came up, look as if they're coming to, steal the guy's vehicle, or probably just either hijack or probably kidnap us or something like that. But they came in, one just put his hand towards the keyhole.
Right.
The other one came, grabbed the steering from the other side, and this one came from the side. And God, what is this? I just knew that this guy in a JJC, he's not aware of what's happening at this point. And the guy was calm and everything like that. Now, the question is, must people behave that way? If you know somebody break the law, must you do like James Bond, trying to get his key, and there was no form of identity? They were not putting on their rubber, the reflective jacket to identify if they truly they work for an organization. Now you cannot even tell if they are passengers or Agbero, because now the Agbero are even dressing more corporate than even those going to work.
Yeah.
So when you look at such things, you want to do you know that some people now put pepper spray, some taxi drivers now, or those because of these guys, they put pepper spray, this some tranquilizer, some put koboko.
Are you serious?
What?
Wow.
So that's why I said, if we continue with the topic, somebody will come with another different one, and so on like that. These guys have constituted nuisance around Area 1 to Area 3.
Right.
If you go to Area 1 under the bridge, you are trekking towards the corn oil by the bridge. Go and see what's happening there. Feces all around.
My goodness.
Feces all around.
Donated.
I like that word.
Yeah, contribute.
And I see they put them in ridges and the plot of land.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
So look at it.
Right.
So should we actually go on with this topic?
Right, we should go into it. We should go into it.
Or should we go to traffic? Maybe we'll see that the traffic is actually practically saying
yes.
Or when you eat something, you throw something out of the car.
Yeah. You do that. You throw it out of the car. After all, it's justified now. Breeze will carry it.
Listeners and citizens too.
And we do it as adults, those things, especially that throwing
something out of the car.
As adults. And then it takes me back to what moral just person to do this.
Don't do this. The granite peel will not hit the slash. You just put it like this.
Yes.
So that you don't open your hand.
Yes. The British left of dispersion. It will disperse it for me, right? But as Nigerians, I mean, we often find ourselves in these ways. Where we are coming with this conversation. Assign blame. But is it fair to blame somebody? Anybody? Everybody? Or no? Okay, let's tell you the story though. Aisha and Tunde, they're both business partners and best friends. So they faced a major setback when they were pregnant Aisha, but she felt it was unfair. So she says, and I quote, "We worked on this together." The test. So Aisha is wondering, Tunde. So let's take it, into our normal lives, our daily lives. Yeah. Who is somebody like Aisha or Tunde, or maybe everybody, including the client, and nobody is indeed to be blamed. Maybe it's just bad luck. The business went south. So who do you think should be blamed? Let's join that conversation. Let's bring our thought out. I mean, if we all contribute to the problem, shouldn't we all take responsibility for it? But who do you think should be blamed where somebody notices something bad? Anybody could have done this. And then anybody is asked and anybody says, well, why is everybody not being called? Why are you calling me? When everybody is called now, everybody will say, I don't know. No, nobody. Oh, it's not me. Oh, nobody. So it happened from heaven, or it happened from hell, or there was one animal. Okay, well, snakes are beginning to swallow money these days. Yes, monkeys, so maybe trees are the ones doing these things, especially when it comes to the place of money being stolen. Yeah, when you look at a case scenario, money stolen and all of that, you ask questions and somebody will say it's not me, or everybody will say it must be nobody since it's not somebody. Anybody now comes into the picture and says it could either be everybody or somebody, but actually it's not anybody. And then we keep throwing the blame here and there and there. And I dare say to you, to some of y'all that came from us, every time we are concerns, blames. But when we are so quick on the very shallow with the solution, which begins with us, we're actually talking about ourselves, not even the leaders. Because who are the leaders? They came out for friends. They were your neighbors.
You elected them.
You put them there.
That's as if you put them in there.
Well, whatever the thing is. But whatever is happening is something that's happening within the, is something that's happening within the, smaller units. Smaller units.
Small space.
The smaller units. Whether this person has been defrauded of huge sum of money from the smaller units. I'm not talking politics now.
No, nobody from the
from the smaller units. Or something is not given that position for one reason or the other, ethnic reasons, tribal issues, religious concerns, cultural, smaller units we are doing already.
I remember a couple of
smaller units we are doing already.
I remember a couple of months back, about 2-3 months, when I was hunting for a house. Eventually I got an apartment.
Yeah.
And eventually when I saw it, it was good, it was nice. Okay, now please, can I have your contact, the contact of your lawyer? He said, okay, forwarded the number to me, and I put a call across to the lawyer. So while we got talking, he was like, oh, okay, sorry, where are you from? I told him. He said, sorry, the landlord doesn't want anyone from that part of the country.
Wow. So you see that?
And I asked the lawyer, so excuse me, where is this lawyer from? So, so if you haven't had an experience with this that we are facing. Now, going back to to the topic of discourse this morning.
Right.
Looking at what's her name again?
Some Aisha and
Aisha
Tunde,
and
but basically looking at somebody, anybody, everybody, or nobody.
Both of them are business partners.
Right.
For them to agree to be a business partner, they must have seen one or two strengths within themselves and see the prospect of the business they are trying to venture into. So have dot the I's,
cross the
and
T's.
And they must have gone through the rough times and the highs and the lows. But if you ask me, both of them are to be blamed. Because
You say both of them are to be blamed.
because
So if finish.
They are business partners. We don't. They must have sat down at a reasonable conclusion before they take their product or services out to the client. So looking at anybody outside, no. How did you sit down on the round table and do things that you didn't put, except somebody decided to, how would I
Sabotage the process.
Exactly. Sabotage the process.
Right.
So, they're involved. Look at what the lady said. She said the input was on both of them. So he shouldn't be blaming her.
Well, she didn't fight back. So it means, therefore, that there is a place of hierarchy. I mean, even though they were on it together, one person must have, had been, probably Aisha was at the place of execution, and then of course, or implementation, if you like, and then she probably had not, implemented it correct. No, but let's face it now, somebody has to take the blame. If everybody says, oh, is somebody, please, come on.
I will still put the blame on them.
You put the blame on
both of them. Now, both of them are partners. That's the truth. Okay. If a family fails, in as much as both partners to keep that organization standing.
So okay, you're talking from a general perspective.
Now look at general.
But if the organization is to look into removing the canker worm that is eating deeply and bringing the organization down, wouldn't somebody be blamed?
Somebody will be blamed.
Didn't somebody do something that is causing the organization to fail?
You are saying it now because you're inside the organization, but from outside, anyone who is looking at the hierarchy.
Vicky, we'll go and pay some bills, because from the way we're going with this conversation, it doesn't seem like anybody is to be blamed. In fact, nobody is to be blamed. Actually, is it somebody that needs to be blamed? Everybody should be blamed, or is it anybody that should be blamed, or nobody should even be blamed in the first place?
Before you go on your break, before you go on the break this morning, if the economy of the country is not flowing through,
come on, Vicky, don't play this trick on us now. Don't bring this trick on us. Minister of Finance. Why? That's who I'm going to blame. Why? I will blame him.
And once you go to the Minister of Finance, he'll tell you, no, I want you to order some more.
I am working for my principal. Alrighty, we'll pay some bills. We'll be right back in a short bit, though. Hey, we want you to be as honest as you can be, please. Right? Is there somebody that needs to be blamed whenever something bad happens, right? Or is it anybody that could be blamed? Or is it everybody that should collect the blame? Or is it a case of nobody wants to say that I am the one to blame, so come on, let's leave it at nobody. Nobody should be blamed, right? We'll pay some bills. We'll be right back.
On May 5, 2025, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu waka again.
Call the number 0907 353 0044, right? That is the number to call, 0907 353 00 is 0909 705 4450. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning, good sir. How are you now?
Fine.
You said?
I said sun they shine for your side, so.
Oh, but this one, like say we never enter any season. Oh.
I didn't tell you, my brother. Oh yeah, now bless. That's funny. Just with us now.
This issue where you people are discussing about.
Yes. So.
As in, we have been falling in a victim we offend you just because of say this person that so but language is the person before you know you condemn you the whole just thing. It's unfair. For example, there was one of my brothers discussing a lady. So you don't carry our fight, you offend you not his friend. Now you don't join all of us now, condemn us. It's not I stay in Plateau State before. If I one guy that run my shop down was from that Plateau State. But the thing be say I know say anywhere where this life they God to get good people, bad people. So if you find bad person from so language or tribe, remember God still have good people among them. Right. So all the languages and tribes there are good and bad people. So when you find bad person in one place, look very carefully, you will still see good person there. So that is how I judge my own.
All right, blessed Sonny. Blessed Sonny, make we ask you something. Maybe something spoiled now. And many people plenty for that thing. They know about that thing. We're spoiled. You understand? Right? Who supposed to take blame? Now all the people who know about that thing, I mean, just one person will spoil them. I mean, just anybody who supposed collect blame.
Yes, the person where they go blame na person where offend you now.
Where spoil, where do the thing, where cause the problem, ba? And the person where cause now you go hold, okay.
Yeah, even that one prayer point I used to do, there was a time this issue of father do this, papa do this. I ask them, say when they do that to me, I know they did. When they take one to me, so don't use another person offense carry and come my own. So if you are telling me, say father do this thing or my papa do, not be me do am. So even Bible make Bible make am clear and say that the sins of the father shall not offend the child, neither the child of the father, that the soul that sinners shall die. So that soul wasted now is supposed
that's somebody now is supposed to catch. I get. Thank you, blessed Sonny. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Blessed Sonny don't put on well. He said now somebody. Call the person where wrong am, where do am. Vicky, you said I call the person. Let's go and take this one. Vicky.
Somebody sabotage.
Hello. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. It's a celebration.
Oh, good morning to you, my brother Triple D.
Yes, yes, this is Triple D.
Where are you calling from, Triple D? Where are you calling from, Triple?
Thank you so much.
Where are you calling
from? From Waru, sir.
Oh, Waru, okay. Triple D, talk to us. In the face of a problem, in the face of a problem, is it somebody, anybody, nobody, or everybody that should be blamed?
Sir, you see, mistake is a part of dues in life we pay to become better or to move to the greater level.
Okay.
So, people should not see mistake or something go down, something happen, and nobody is ready to take responsibility.
Right.
When there is nobody to take responsibility of certain mistakes, sir, that mistake will keep on occurring. The mistake will keep on happening if tracing blame will be the order of the day. Now, if anything happens in a business, in an organization, and then the person that accepts responsibility, I'm telling you the truth, the person learn better because it happens with me, and it has been happening in right from my family. Any small thing before that thing happen, and I'm sorry that I will not repeat it. Or this is the cause of this mistake. Let me correct it. So accepting responsibility, people feel as if they don't have, it makes people to look as if they are inferior. That's why people run away from accepting blame or responsibility of any failure in an organization. Right. But what I want to say on here now is that accepting the failure, accepting the responsibility, you are preparing a better way for the journey of life. God bless you and God bless you, Joseph.
Appreciate somebody has to take that responsibility. You be better. You leave these people where they are. the anybody's, the nobodies, and the everybody's, they can all become your praise singers when you finally become who you are meant to be.
That's why Akon kept thriving.
Could put the blame on me. Put the blame on me. Say, put the blame on me. No, it's a context.
Yeah.
Vicky, we must not stand on Today and Aisha's context. Because these things happen in different contexts, diverse contexts.
I like the fact that now we're now trying to see how
diversify it. Okay, that call is gone. But anyways, giving you the number again, 0907 353 0044. That is the number. You tell us when something goes wrong, whether in an organization, in a family, wherever, social gathering, whatever it is. Accept the blame? Or is it an anybody's issue? The blame? Or is it an anybody's issue? Should everybody be blamed for it? Or can we just say safely that nobody is at fault and just
no, but definitely using nobody should even be an option.
Okay, let's take this one.
Definitely caused it.
Somebody caused it, right?
Blame GB.
GB is willing to take the blame.
You're willing to take the blame like
He's
Akon,
taking the
right?
blame like Akon.
Because I don't know when is nobody should be blamed. Maybe he wants to blame GB.
Okay, I'll put the blame on you.
GB, welcome
Good
aboard.
morning,
Good
guys.
morning to you, man.
Morning to you.
Good morning, guys.
Yeah.
GB calling from Wuse.
Yes, awesome. GB, talk to us.
You see, let's lay the foundation. If you don't assign responsibility, then nobody is ready to take responsibility.
Nobody comes in now.
That's the reason why sometimes we have problem in our nation.
Right.
Because if in a studio there, somebody take care of sand, he knows that is work.
Yeah.
Somebody take care of the internet or the communication because you go online, all these video streaming. Somebody take care of power. Power must not go up in the studio, like a backup. If any of them fail, you don't need to do for him now. He should know that, no, I failed my responsibility. But when you don't accept responsibility, then nobody blamed. They say everybody's work is nobody's work. Yes, everybody's work is work, nobody's work. As a father too, when you wake up with the money, you sweep, you prepare the food, you wash my car, you assign responsibility. You wake up, you find your car dirty. I tell everybody, all of you come here. Did you see my car dirty? They'll be looking at you. because
JB,
they not assign responsibility.
JB, let me ask you something.
Yes.
Take for example, you have 3 children, yeah? You've assigned responsibilities to them. Now, to one, the one that's supposed to wash your car, right?
Yes.
He knows it's his responsibility, but he did not do it.
Yes.
And then the one that's supposed to sweep, while sweeping, swept close to your car. In fact, swept the dirt on the car. So it knows that this car is not even washed. And then walks away. After all, it's not my job. It's the other guy's job. He should come and do it. Mine is mine. I'm just doing mine, right? In that situation, would you just blame the one you assigned to washing your car?
The blame or you will blame on the person that failed to do responsibility.
Okay, not the one who.
If the one, the one that see you have not watered this car, that thing will go up by 10 o'clock. If you wash it, I will give her a reward. I will compensate her.
Right.
That look, that's thoughtful of you. But when I fail to do it, we receive punishment.
Okay.
I'm deterrent to others. Because if there's no punishment, also we give a responsibility.
I see
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
I see that.
That you have to assign a responsibility to somebody before you can blame somebody.
Great.
When there's a responsibility,